Cuba, the actions for the reestablishment of the national electric power system are progressing after the second total disconnection due to the breakdown in the west of the country. According to these statements made by Lázaro Guerra, General Director of the Electricity of the Ministry of the Energy and Mines, there are already generations levels in some thermoelectric plants such as Santa Cruz. There are already low levels in Mariel. The start-up process has begun in Nuevitas, Camagüey, and the Teras plant. It is also expected that the capacity will continue to increase when the thermographic plant and the floating plant of Mariel are joined. He explains that there are already 370 megawatts service in the country, mainly in the province of Mayabeque and in areas of the capital, while the microsystems in the center of the country are the most stable. Engineer Guerra explained that there is no predetermined time period for recovery, although there is already a full supply plan for electricity generation.
We are still looking for alternatives with the displacement of the MOA to also have the possibility of reaching Felton. Felton isn't available at the moment. We have had a situation in the thermoelectric plant of Cienfuegos since the system failure occurred. It is unavailable and we cannot count on it, but Felton is available. Therefore, it is very important and a priority to be able to reach the Felton thermoelectric plant with energy to start the startup of the unit, which is an important unit that strengthens the system in the zone, to later link the subsystems that we are going to have in the western, central and eastern zones of the country.
The Director of Electricity of the Ministry of Energy of Cuba, Lázaro Guerra, assured that a corresponding work is being carried out to guarantee the restoration of the electrical system in the shortest time possible.
We continue in this process. We will continue working intensely, always with the greatest possible tranquility to be able to successfully complete the process of restoring the system and in the shortest time possible to have the system fully restored. And, of course, the most important thing is to increase electricity coverage in the country.
The President of Cuba, Miguel Díaz-Canel, reiterated continuity of work to reestablish the national electric service with the objectives of achieving stability on the island. Through the social network, the Cuban president posted, "We are at the National Loan Dispatch. We're working hard and tirelessly to recover the electric system by the priorities in order to achieve stability. Admirable the wisdom and poise of those who are leading these complex hours, many of them young people." For his part, the Foreign Ministry, Bruno Rodríguez, in his X account, made statements on the current situation of Cuba, where yesterday the island is facing problems on the electrical system. He stated damages in 18 days of blockades are the equivalent to the annual cost of maintaining the national electric powered system, not including the fuel or the investments, and around $250 billion. If the blockade is lifted, there will be no blackouts. This way, the U.S. government could support the Cuban people if it wants to. He also added it is a lie that the U.S. government authorized $100 billion in humanitarian exports to Cuba, according to a media outlet owned by the U.S. In fact, it even handled small charitable donations. Did they miss the zero, or they just kidding? To support the Cuban people, it lifted the blockade that caused blackouts. The first secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Cuba, Matanzas, Mario Sabins Lorenzo, announced the startup of a terrestrial thermoelectric plant. Through the social network X, the first secretary of the Communist Party assured that the startup process of the thermoelectric power plant has begun. There is experience to carry out a safe process. We continue moving forward united for Cuba.